that run over the hazard. Oh, no. Oh, he got it right over. He got it over. Built just like that, Vlad the Impaler using those lifting arms to flip. Stephen Phelps trying to do that. Oh, there's major points by Vlad as he flips over Stephen Phelps' Voltronic.
Hello everybody and welcome to BattleBots Rematches, Vlad the Impaler versus Voltarc, Voltronic, whatever the hell you want to call him. So, I'm not expecting much for Voltronic in this matchup because, well, he doesn't have a good track record. Not only in BattleBots Reborn, episodes, cup stuff, but against Vlad. He's lost 3 times in 3 matches to Vlad, 2 finals and a semi-final in back-to-back-to-back seasons. With both bots being unchanged, I just don't see how Voltronic is going to be able to do good here. But we're gonna see. Maybe he gets lucky, gets one little lift, puts Vlad on the side, because that's all he needs. Let's get down to the fight.
Vlad the Impaler! Voltarc!
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time! A very old, fierce rivalry rekindled in BattleBots Reborn, as it's Vlad the Impaler on the attack early and lifting up, upending Voltronic. Yes, I'm going to call him Voltronic for this episode, just deal with it. Now here's the issue that Voltronic's going to have, because in the game his weapon can go 360, when in real life he'd probably be eliminated already. We're just going to go with it because we don't want this fight to last 30 seconds or less. Voltronic finally able to get himself back onto his wheels. Vlad on the side. Oh, geez. Hang on a minute, everybody. Sam's mom's calling her. Alright, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry for that interruption. The call has ended. Wait a minute. We gotta restart this fight. Something happened to Vlad. This is why you don't hold buttons down and then go back into the fight. Alright, everybody. Let's try this again from the top. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. Hopefully no BS, no calls from somebody's mother. There's just some combat robot action between 2 old rivals. Vlad picking up right where he left off, upending Voltronic in the corner of the arena. Voltronic with that 360 weapon in the game, able to get onto his wheels, but only if Vlad backs away. And finally does back up, only to charge again. Another flip from Vlad and Voltronic is over again. I think we're going to see this for the full 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Voltronic with a very odd weapon, 2 iron spikes at the end, which aren't that good for getting underneath opponents. And Vlad doing a good job with those forklift arms in the front. Very close to the ground, so close that he loves to catch seams in the floor. Very often a theme in Vlad the Impaler fights. And on the charge again. Voltronic underneath for a brief moment. But Vlad able to drive off of him just before anything happened. Trying to rework those forklift arms underneath that low Voltronic wedge. He's done it again. Voltronic flipped, but he'll self-right and flipped again. Vlad is just toying with him. It's like when somebody with longer arms puts their hand on someone's forehead as they get swung at, and the one person just can't do anything about it. Vlad just sitting there. He's being an ass a little bit, you know? Greg Gibson of Team Yeti would definitely not approve of this. Ooh, Voltronic with a chance. Oh, and he's brought the weapon the wrong way. Who is controlling Voltronic here? This is a joke. He's flipped again. Literally, the button is 2 controls. How can you mess it up so consistently? That's pathetic. Vlad backing away. Oh, and a chance for Voltronic, and once again, the weapon is used incorrectly. I'm getting frustrated. I'm sure you guys are as well. Vlad holding Voltronic again against the wall as he slides into position underneath it. Voltronic definitely losing this fight. He hasn't had a single good attack in the first minute and a third. Vlad flipping Voltronic again. This is getting embarrassing. You should just tap out at this point. We all know you're not going to win. 30 seconds left in the match. Another flip from Vlad. He's making this look so incredibly easy, because it is. I mean, Rex could probably beat Voltronic. I'm not even kidding. Voltronic with a chance! It's a miracle! Voltronic got under Vlad. He did nothing with the opportunity, but he lifted him up a bit. Well, at least he can take something from this fight. It's like that 10th division side that played Bayern Munich in a friendly and lost 20-2. They still scored 2 goals at least. Who cares if Bayern weren't trying? The fight's over, Vlad's won it. Yeah, that was about as basic as it could have gotten for Vlad the Impaler, easily toppling Voltronic on more than one occasion. But there's one issue I do want to bring up. So I mentioned it in the fight, where technically Voltronic's weapon can go 360 degrees, and that's the only reason Voltronic was continually able to right himself. If this was real life, he would have been out in 20 seconds. So should we start enforcing a certain rule for bots like Voltronic to, like, just to be honest, you know? I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Anyway, Vlad wins. It's time for the Wheel of Mayhem. Get it going! And it's Random Arena. Well, that's pretty bad luck on Voltronic, because I don't think it's going to change much unless he gets like a really good arena that somehow screws up Vlad. We'll see. He's probably hoping for the Octagon, would probably be his best bet. We'll see what he gets. And here we go in the Compressor Arena, Vlad and Voltronic. It's an arena that could really cause some problems if you get your opponent in the right spot. Why is Vlad backing down? Vlad! Vlad, what are you doing? Jesus Christ, has he already gotten himself stuck? Oh my goodness. Okay, he's free. Well, Vlad hasn't figured out the arena. It's a ramp. It's not that hard. Handicapped people use it all the time. Vlad getting a flip off on Voltronic there. Trying to steady himself after a very rocky start. There's a nice flip. And I got the feeling the next 2 1/3 minutes are going to be just this. All this. So maybe we should distract ourselves with like a fun story or something. Here's a fun story. Did I ever tell you about the red card I got in Summer League? I should tell you that. This is brilliant. As Vlad gets another flip, Voltronic able to self-right. So it was... Oh, wait a minute. We might have some action with the Compressor Arena. No, never mind. Vlad trying to get him in there. Both bots teetering very close. That thing can cause a lot of damage if a bot's in there for too long. Vlad's got the positioning on Voltronic, and a big slam. Voltronic hit by the compressor. Alright, something different between these two, and that's why Random Arena is a thing. I mean, it didn't help Voltronic, but whatever. Anyways, back to the story I was going to tell. So, it was the first season of me being back from my ACL injury. Well, we were playing a game against one of the good teams, and I was fortunate enough to have scored twice and put us 2-0 up. Well, 30 seconds after I scored the second, we conceded. And then not long after that, we conceded. And then again, and then again, and then we were 4-2 down. It was pretty frustrating. Voltronic pinned against the spikes. Just over a minute left. Well, anyway, I was getting frustrated, trying to change the game, and I took a shot that maybe I shouldn't have taken. And then teammates started yelling at me, which really pisses me off, because I hate when people try and say things in hindsight. Like, no duh, it looks differently in hindsight, you freaking idiot. Whatever. So, I started yelling back, we got into it, and then later in the game, one throw in. And if you've ever played soccer, you know how when you're trying to kill time as the winning team, and it's not your throw in, but you pretend it is, so you grab the ball, you pretend to throw it in, Vlad getting another flip. So you go pretend to throw it in, the guy tries to grab it from you, you just keep, like, not giving him the ball, but then trying to be like, hey, look, I'm giving you the ball, just take it. Well, this little long-haired Mexican prick did that in the game, and so I pushed him, and then he got into my face, like, what are you doing? I'm trying to give you the ball. I was like, you clearly weren't, you idiot. Like, you know exactly what you were doing. So, as I was saying, you know what you're doing, I noticed he had a huge... No, Voltronic has a chance! Wait a minute! Voltronic has a chance... Okay, never mind. Well, he's lost the opportunity. I got 10 seconds to finish the story. So, I noticed he had a big-ass nose, and for some reason, I decided I wanted to flick it. And you know what? I did. I flicked his nose, he tried to swing back at me, I got a red, he got a yellow, it was BS. There's my story. Voltronic is flipped over, jammed in the spikes, that's the fight. Well, I hope that passed the time for you guys. Well, apologies that I had to rush my story there, but yeah, that was a pretty annoying game that we had during the summer. And that was a pretty annoying fight because pretty much the same thing happened for another 3 minutes. We saw 6 minutes of Voltronic getting flipped over, and that was just about unbearable. But it's over. Vlad wins. Thank you for watching. Hopefully next episode is better. Leave a like if you somehow enjoyed this one. You might be crazy and you might need to go see a doctor. But we'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Alright, let's get this over with. Yep,